Hello, everyone. Welcome to Light Up the Darkness, episode 7, entitled True Love, Part 2. Now, continuing where we left off, I want to dig deeper into the whole meaning of what love truly is. And I want to touch on something that I learned as a teenager many, many years ago. Well, not that many because I'm not that old. When I was around 18 or 17 years old, old lady said to me, if you love something or someone, you will take care of them. You wouldn't allow anything to happen to them. And this is actually very true. Even though we don't have full control over what can happen in our environment or in our life, the message is simple and full of meaning. If you love something, you take care of it, you protect it. Now, I've always thought about this and I said to myself, there must be a confusion where people are confusing love for something else. And I always try to cement home this topic by saying this to the person or persons who I'm talking to. Is it possible for you to love someone and they do something to you, whether it's betray your trust, cheat on you, or do something drastic, or like stab you in the back or something like that? Is it normal for you to say you love someone and they do something unforgivable, and the love that you have for that person, it goes straight to the window, and instead of love you have nothing but hate and anger against the person, so much so that you'd want to hurt the person or, god forbid, take their life? Is that love? I'm gonna answer that question for you. I don't think it's love. It's definitely not love. True, authentic love does not have the capacity to transform into hate overnight. If you love someone and they cheat on you or betray your trust, you should not have the thought to hurt them or do anything to get back at them or let them feel how you feel. I think the wise option would be to leave them to time, leave them to karma, because whatever energy you give out or put out would actually come back to you, whether tenfold or hundredfold, right? And I say this because many persons, they go through heartbreak, and sometimes the heartbreak is so extreme that they're not able to process it or handle it or even deal with the situation, and they end up doing things that they oftentimes regret down the line. Now, many persons will say they love you, but they always say this: once we're growing up, actions speak louder than words. So some people have different love languages. Some persons are words of affirmation. Some persons it's act of kindness. Some person it's gifts. Some persons it's physical touch. Some person it's quality time, and the list goes on and on. In order to love someone, you truly have to understand that person. Now, I heard a comedian say this one time, and it was very funny. He said you can either love someone or understand someone. You can never do both. And I think that's a lie. If it's real authentic love, the level of understanding that you would have will make it so much easier for you to love that person. Because if you truly love someone or something, you accept them just the way they are, just the way that you found them when you fell in love with them, right? Many of us oftentimes try to change people. And like I said before, change comes from within. The only way a person can change is if they internalize on what they're doing, what they said, what they are as a person, and they make a conscious decision to change and better themselves. No matter how much you try, no matter what you do, no matter what influence you may have, you can never change someone. They have to make a decision on their own to change themselves. And that's one of the reasons why I talk about true authentic love. You accept people the way they are. You don't try to change them. Let's look at the bigger picture, right? You meet someone, you see everything about their personality. You hear their likes, their wants, their fears, their hopes, and their dreams, and you like them, right? It grows and develops to the point where you start to love that person. Why would you want to change the very thing that you fell in love with in the first place? Let that sink in. So, in short, gonna move on to part three. Light up the darkness, live in love, open your mind, learn something new every single day. Have a wonderful evening. Have a wonderful day.